Hey y'all, welcome to Lexi's Life. Please excuse me because I'm laid up in my guest bed. And the real reason they excuse me is because I'm drinking my wine. I just got finished watching the finale of Portia's Family Mess. I was going to record this earlier and y'all would have had 2 weeks of me ranting about this foolishness, but whatever. I got caught up in some TV. So we going to wrap that mess up right now. This is my weekly vlog, what I've been up to, what I've been watching, all that stuff. I just finished Portia's Family Matters. So last week was that fight scene. We got to see who was fighting, who really threw the blows. It was Portia's behind. I mean, I'm trying not to cuss too much, but it's me. And I got my wine. So I'm going to try to contain myself, but it is what it is. It was Portia. And like I said before, this is a bad look. She talking all that foolishness. She done tried to do the PR this week because y'all know I watch everybody recapping everything. Everybody talking about Portia. Even if I get tired of what they got to say, I ain't got nothing else to watch because COVID ain't too much on TV. But I have been in an abusive relationship. I have been in bad situations. I am co-parenting with two different individuals while married to somebody else. And I still cannot get on the Portia bandwagon. Portia's full of it. Ooh, I know I saved that one. Portia is full of it. And there's no denying it. Portia and her family jumped Dennis while Portia was trying to kill his mama. I mean, if he'd have let her loose, it would have been a fight because ain't nobody saying Mama Jenna can't fight. I wish I would run into Mama Jenna right now. They got a new hot dog factory out here by me. But me being me, who pays more than, who goes to a restaurant for hot dogs? That's what confuses me. I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna go to the hot dog factory one day instead of getting my street tacos over there. Oh, Jesus, you really asking me a lot. I'm gonna try these daggone hot dogs that probably don't taste like that because I don't like Chicago dogs and all that other stuff either when they started popping up when I was in college. I'm from Atlanta. A hot dog's a hot dog. I'm gonna put some chili and all that on it. You know who got a good hot dog for me? Before it was Checkers. They're gonna Cookout. That Cookout style hot dog. Is that what it's even called? I don't even get to go there that often because they ain't nowhere near me. Ain't never been nowhere near me. But one time I eat coleslaws on the deck on Cookout style hot dog. That'd be good. Coleslaw on top of the chili with my mustard on top. Yes. Random ass food discussion. But anyway, Portia jumped that man. Her family jumped that man. They acted a hot fool. Aunt Liz came in and tried to pray the demon out of Portia, which I feel like she was in the right. Aunt Liz the only person in that family on that trip that seemed to have any daggone sense. So, and Lord knows, I got a connection. I don't really have a connection to Aunt Liz other than the fact that I grew up in Atlanta. And I know who she is because every year Hosea feeling hungry for MLK Day coming up tomorrow. I know they're doing stuff year round, but on the news, we see them at MLK Day, we see them at Thanksgiving, and we see them at Christmas. So we know they're doing stuff. And now that they, fast forward to this week, open up their new headquarters, now I feel like I need to go down there because I always volunteered at the Atlanta Food Bank, but I should have volunteered at the Hosea Feed the Hungry Food Bank. Me and my sister be talking about taking my kids down there to do that because my children don't realize how good they got it. They think they're rich and they ain't, but you know. Okay, so whatever. Portia is full of it, is all I got to say. And she's talking about this co-parenting mess, and we just gonna fast forward because I had all these little small snippets recorded, and then I had to delete it because I ain't got no storage on my phone because this is what I do. I record this on my phone. I'm not doing special software and cameras and stuff. Let my husband do all his stuff. He doing it with his YouTube channel. I'm doing this for fun. So y'all get me and myself on. But she got mad as hell when Dennis said, yeah, we're gonna go to the courthouse, we're gonna go to the judge and finalize this parenting plan or whatever. Why she flip out? And she's like, he wanna threaten me with court, Now I've been threatened with court. There's a difference, sweetheart. It took me 2 years to get divorced. There's a parenting plan signed by a judge. So that means there's no arguing about the bullshit. And now I'm cussing. It makes it really freaking easy. You have already divided what weekends, who get what. You got your holidays, and then yeah, you could still agree to, like, you might want to switch something up later on, like temporarily or whatever, and agree amongst yourself. But for the most part, you got a flat out plan that the judges signed off on, and that way can't nobody be acting a fool and acting stupid. And if they do, you take them back to court. So like, what she got an attitude about? Portia, and that reminds me, what else? Portia worked my nerve, but Simon, lucky he didn't get popped in his mouth at that daggone opening of Jose feed the hungry warehouse food bank, whatever. When he gonna tell Aunt Liz, Hosea Williams' daughter, that they need to respect Portia as his granddaughter. If I don't pop Portia in her, woo, Lord. Them people got my blood pressure running high. And I knew it was from the preview from last week. Ain't no saving it. And then, she tried to play her cousin and everything else. She walked off of her cousin for being upset about her telling Dennis to fire her. And then she don't want to admit that she did. She was like, oh, I remember they did that. And then she got mad and walked off and was like, I ain't doing this, They kept it rolling. They kept recording. And they aired all of it. And she come back, some I don't want you to be upset. No, I'm your big cousin. Blah. Portia full of it. Oh my God. She's so full of it. So anyway, that was Portia's family mess. We done. She done quit all her jobs before this show came out because she probably knew that fight was going to set her up for getting fired anyway. But she done pissed off production at Bravo. So guess what? She ain't got no more show. She probably ain't gonna have no damn wedding show. She ain't gonna be allowed back on Housewives of Atlanta. They not gonna renew this bullshit because apparently it was supposed to be more shows than it was. And it's not now. So, Simon, if your money ain't real like they saying, you better figure out how to make it real. Because y'all gonna have to figure shit out. Otherwise, PJ gonna end up really back in Dennis' house. PJ gonna end up moving in with Dennis because Dennis can afford to take care of him. And I think that's messed up. But Portia, ain't nobody this dumb. There's no way. There's no way nobody's this dumb. And I got the nerve to have my recap shows playing in front of me, but turned all the way down so I could finally record this weekly vlog. So I might have to go back and watch this stuff later. But still, Portia, I don't know how you thought you needed this show and you could quit all of your other jobs to screw your whole life over. I don't understand. You should have been smarter than this. I don't know why I think you should have been smarter than this. But please. Because I was rooting for you all before this daggone show aired. That's why. No, I was rooting for you all before you put up that post talking about you engaged to your co-worker's husband. But Jesus, fix it. Anyway, what else happened this week? I wrote a whole list so I know what I talk about on my blog and I live it right on my job. But I know what else happened this week. So I was going to go off about last week's Portia episode and then was going to cut the recording and next week talk about this week's Portia episode. We done covered both. If it wasn't Monday night, what was it, Tuesday night? It was Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I got a sweet tooth. I don't eat a lot of sweets on a day-to-day basis. But I got a sweet tooth. I don't keep sweets in my house. Only thing I had in here was one last candy cane from Christmas. I had to fight my children over this candy cane because it was still hanging in my husband's stocking. Yes, I finally took the stockings down, but the tree is still up, but all the decorations are off of it. I'm almost done. I'm going to try to at least disassemble stuff tomorrow on MLK Day. And eventually everything will get thrown back in the attic. My husband even took care of that deer that was outside that I just unplugged so it won't light up. Apparently he grabbed it and threw it in the garage. So Christmas decorations will be down soon. They will be down before February. Whatever. But my children was like, oh, isn't Joseph, because that's their stepdad. It's in Joseph's stocking. My child literally wanted to fight me over this. If you don't give me what I already paid for. I done took this candy cane. I done had to split it up between 3 people. And I put it in my mouth. And I'm not there to suck on the candy cane. I started chewing it. I ripped my crown straight out my mouth. It's all the way in the back. All the way in the back. And it was like, and then I was like, and then I went to chew again and was like, that's not the candy cane. Thank God I ain't bite down. Because I ripped it out whole. This same crown, it broke twice on me when they put it in there. The temporary came out twice, and it broke twice on me when they put it in there. But it came out whole. I put it in a Ziploc bag and went to work the next day. Man, phone call. Oh, excuse me. Y'all, I've been sleepy all week. Oh, and I ain't explained why I'm in this guest room. My husband got sick. He got tested for COVID. It was negative. I don't know if I trust that because it was a rapid test. But I'm not trying to get sick no more. I ain't got no more PTO to be playing with. So I've been sleeping in this guest room most of the week. Probably since the same night I ripped my daggone tooth out. So yeah, ripped my daggone crown out, put it in a Ziploc bag, went to work the next day. As the day went on, tooth started to feel weird. It was like, it ain't hurt, but it felt bad. But the only time I could get it put back in was the next morning. Like, I have a day off during the week. At the end of the week, they said that the doctor wasn't gonna be in the office because apparently since COVID, they do what they want to do. Forget what the schedule's supposed to be. But they weren't gonna be in office. So I had to come in. They made the appointment for 8 o'clock the next morning, Thursday morning. So this was Wednesday night. No, it was Tuesday night it came out. I had to go through Wednesday, and then the appointment, called Wednesday, made the appointment. So yeah, Thursday morning, 8 o'clock, they were supposed to put it back in. Wednesday, on my way home from work, they called me and said, oh, the doctor forgot she had something to do first thing in the morning. Can you come at 9? So now we done pushed it back later because I done told my job I'm going to go get it glued back in my mouth. And then I'm going to come in the next morning on my day off, and which is Friday, and just make up my hours. Now, I just got to tell them, I called them Friday morning, was like, okay, I'm putting my child on the bus. And they pushed back my appointment to 9 o'clock. So, I'm going to come in there when I get there and I make up 3 hours. Am I ripping my scarf with these niggas? What am I doing? I get fidgety. Or maybe I'm noticing I'm fidgeting more. Or I'm fidgeting more because I'm on camera. Whatever. But anyway, so that was the exciting part of my week, is I ripped the crown out of my mouth. Why is my TV frozen? And I got it glued back in. When they pushed that sucker back up in there and had me biting down to solidify it, and I must have done brushed off the rest of the cement because they had all that mess all over my mouth and inside my mouth. I tell you, I went back to work Friday and my whole mouth hurt for the entire rest of the day. It hurt. Oh, it was a lot, but it still managed where I was able to get my kid off to school like I normally do, make up my hours, and still pick up my child from the bus stop like I normally do. And I would have been free for family activities because we've been planning to go get hibachi for weeks. But like I said, my husband's sick, and I was already in my head like, he know me. He know me, but he don't, for some odd reason. If we would have went hibachi, me and my husband have never actually had hibachi at the restaurant together. I ordered something one time and it did not taste good when it came, and he complained about that. And then I had something else the other day, which sparked this whole let's go get hibachi thing. You gotta sit around the hibachi table, which means you normally sharing it with other people. And in times like these, I ain't want to share no table with other people. The first place I went to when they opened the doors back up to life was a hibachi place with my sister, and luckily we was the only 2 people at that table. We passed that. We way past that. People back to living their life out here in Georgia like ain't nothing happened. And I don't want to sit at the table with other people. There's one thing going in a restaurant and then getting to your table, take the mask off. If I share my table with the mask off, it ain't gonna work. So, like I said, he's sick. We ain't gonna work. I'm really thinking I need to plan and see, had it been my paycheck, not his paycheck week, I would have, I might have No, let me not say for sure. But my idea would have been to go know what everybody wants to eat, go into place and go order it to go and bring it back home. Because I don't want to sit amongst the rest of the people. I'm sorry, excuse me, y'all. I'm tired. I don't think I've recovered from that part of COVID. I'm tired. I need melatonin to help me go to sleep, but when I am awake, I'm tired. And you know what keeps me up at night too? Without the melatonin. I ain't tell y'all how many times I done watched Encanto this whole time. We probably had a good 30 times. I got the soundtrack on my phone. When you talk about somebody awake in the middle of the night, talking about some 7-foot frame and rats along his back, when he calls your name, it all fades to black. Fast forward. We don't talk about Bruno, no. That's just the favorite song of all these favorite songs. I love Encanto and the Family Madrigal. So yeah, I'm up in the middle of the night with these songs. I mean, it's in my head all night. It's in my head all day at work. It's just, oh Lord, I'm a Disney child that grew into a Disney adult. So yeah, that was husband being sick, me sleeping in this guest room when I talked about Portia and the mess. Still watching Women of the Movement. Y'all, I'm watching. At the same time, I try to have something else like the phone in my hand to distract me a little bit because I ain't trying to cry. I'm not trying to cry. But watch Women of the Movement that made me tell Mobley, Emmett Till story. Jesus, Lord. I gotta make my boys watch it, or at least my oldest son to start with. You know, I always do this with him every year. Pick out the things that he needs to watch. The fact that he likes Roots as much as I do, and he will probably watch it just because it's on the TV. He's my child. Although he still thinks he's a little rich child that used to be white because he likes me. I might need to cut that part out of this video. Anyway, my child has his things, and I just try to my best. I'm trying to teach him without scaring the bejesus out of him, because that was my thing. Is I have a lot of internalized fear from how I grew up. I grew up knowing apparently a lot more than the rest of my classmates because of how my family operated. But I grew up with a lot of fear, and I don't want them to be fearing day-to-day life, but at the same time being careful, because we are who we are and we can't change it. And we can't change the fact that people are butts a lot of the time. So, you know, is what it is. But Mamie Till Mosley's story, Women in the Movement. Please watch that on ABC. So that was, most of my week was boring. I feel like there was something else on that list. I did watch Queens. I done got over Queens. I did watch, what's this show with Yaya? Our Kind of People again. They dramatic as hell. I know that's what I wrote on my list. They dramatic, but I can't remember exactly why they were so dramatic. But I'm watching. I don't expect the show to last too long. Honestly, if they get a second season, it's gonna surprise me, because they dramatic as hell. They trying to get all kinds of stories into this one season. Queens had me confused, because it's Eve alive or dead. Again, Eve, because I'm not gonna remember their character names. Yeah, that's what I was watching. Well, I got sucked into that. So we're in Georgia, and North Georgia had the winter weather storm advisory, and we got snow. I might include some clips of the snow right here, because my youngest was asking for snow since before Christmas. Like, he thought it should have snowed Christmas Day, and we got snow. The sheets are covered in snow. Guess what? Be careful. I just got the feeling I'm gonna slip and fall. Especially be careful over here because there's a lot of thorns. Oh, wait, you gotta be careful because there's rose bush trash and everything over here. Okay? Jeez. Is the way the metro area likes to prepare. We was already having shortages of food. I might have complained about that last week on last week's video about how I could go to the grocery store and can't get all the food that my family needs. And that's without snow. Y'all start talking about snow, and we know people going crazy. I went to the grocery store just so I didn't have to cook, like defrost meat, but when I got home. And I would just cook immediately as soon as I got home. And it was so crowded that I was like, oh shit, it's because they talking about snow this weekend. People ransacking bread and milk, and I don't drink milk, and we don't go through bread that quickly in my house, so I won't worry about it. But I still ended up going to the grocery store back to back 2 nights in a row. Again, don't like to have to defrost the meat that I already bought that's in the freezer. And then I still went Saturday because now they started to freak me out real bad. So I was like, what I realized is the meals I cooked, like I cooked chili one night and then I cooked roast over the day. Like I'm terrified to leave my crock pot on because I work too far away from home. I feel like I'm gone too long. So I had the crock pot hooked into one of my timers that I use with my Christmas lights, just to make sure it would not cook over 5 hours. Because apparently, I just learned my coworkers got crock pots that are set at like 2, 4, 6. My shit say medium, high, and low. So yeah, it don't cut off at a certain time. I cooked that thing into a timer. I made roast. My children are older than they used to be. We are a family of 4 on a regular basis. And I say regular basis, like I said, blended family. So I have a stepdaughter has been in and out of the home. But now it's just the 4 of us. And where I think we should have leftovers that would last more than one day, it's not enough to feed 4 people. I'm getting hungry now. I might eat enough chili to feed me. But it's not enough to feed 4 people. So I started freaking out about what's going to happen if this becomes snowpocalypse like we've had some years back. And I ran back out to the grocery store Saturday. It ain't snowpocalypse. It's snow, but then again, I ain't driving. My husband went to the store early in the morning before this mess even started to stick and got him some more soup. But yeah, he's still eating everything I cook. He got him some more soup. But I don't drive in the snow. I'm not driving on the ice. Look, last time it was snowpocalypse. Went around the corner to get my stepdaughter's friend and bring her back to my house and ran into the stop sign going 10 miles an hour. So I don't drive in no kind of snow and ice. But so that's what happened today. And then they're talking about more snow later this week. We live in Georgia. Why is this happening? We need more snow. But yeah, so we're in the house today. My tired self slept up here most of the morning. Like I would wake up probably because my phone was going off with weather alerts and all kind of stuff, and then the normal, church broadcast via Facebook. And I still laid in the bed till about 11 o'clock. My child done ran in and out here, the youngest one. You said we could play in the snow. We will. You said we was going to bake a cake. We will. So I done promised this cake for over a month now. First we went outside in the snow. I did not let him go to the neighbor's house like I said he could, because we ain't doing this on my time. I don't want to watch other folks' kids. Even though y'all don't mind watching. Everybody got a temperament for different things. I did not want to deal with other people's kids. I'm like, if they ain't called asking about you, because if they would have called me or texted me, it'd have been fine. They ain't calling asking about y'all. I ain't calling asking about them. We gonna go in this backyard. You gonna throw a couple of snowballs. You got a limited amount of time, which was less than 30 minutes. My hands was freezing with gloves on. Let's go on back in this house so we can start this cake. And I preheat that oven and brought them both downstairs, and we mixed together our cake batter, put it in the oven, let it come out. I let them decorate the cakes. Not the way I would have decorated. That's what he wanted to do. And my mama was like, tell them their daddy used to work, their granddaddy used to work in a bakery. I said, I told them before, I'm sure they forgot. Enjoy. Maybe, look, the cake here, I need to get a sweet tooth tonight, which I know I'm not going to, so I can eat this daggone cake and get it out the way, because we got a whole nother box of cake mix to make some cupcakes. Because, he thought we was going to make all of it today. We not eating. Because one box equals 2 round cakes. We not eating all this cake and eating some cupcakes. So, let's make one. Eat that. Excuse me, y'all. Tired. Speaking of being tired, if it ain't COVID, maybe it's age related. So it's my sister's birthday weekend. She shares her actual birthday with Dr. King, not the holiday, but his actual birthday. And the way she celebrated was going to UGA for the parade because they won the championship and she's an alumni. So I got her the paper the other day when I was in the store, advertising it, or, telling news of how they won and everything. They've been talking about how it's been like 40, 41 years since, I ain't trying to do the actual math, 40 or 41 years since the last time UGA won the championship. And all this week, I was like, oh, that's so long. That's a long time. Then they get on the radio and said it was 1980. And I about broke my neck because I ain't too much younger than that. My oldest son, had the nerve to say, yeah, mommy, you old. Bro, this whole week, 40-something years ago was a long time till they said the year. How? How does this happen? Because I don't know what year I would have thought it was. But they did just remind me that I am almost 40. And all these things that they say were so many years ago were damn near in my lifetime. So, yes, I'm tired. Oh, and if you didn't see my previous video earlier this week, I'm wearing my Black is Beautiful sweatshirt from my Target haul because Target has a Black History line out this week. And when I went to go make up my hours at work on Friday, I went in the Target closest to my job because the Targets up here where we decided to move, they ain't gonna have everything. But because I'm saying they missed, and probably because I'm saying that they are, so guess who probably gonna make it to Target if the snow and ice melts tomorrow? Otherwise, I got to go to work on Tuesday. And being that it snowed more and the snow was thicker before I closed my blinds, I'm a little afraid to look outside right now. Anyway, so I think that's this week. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Snow in Georgia. Portia's a fool. Please watch Women in the Movement. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good week. Peace, y'all.